Now we will start the mechanism of breathing. Actually, the breathing process involves two steps. One is the inspiration and second one is the expiration. Inspiration means air from the atmosphere directly enters into the lungs, whereas expiration means air from the lungs released into the atmosphere. So inspiration means air is drawn into lungs or entered into lungs, while expiration means air is released from the lungs into atmosphere. But before describing the two process, inspiration and expiration, we have to know the two basic things. Okay, number one is these two process occurs through a pressure gradient which is created between lungs and atmosphere. It means that whenever there is a difference in pressure between the lungs and atmosphere, then these two processes may occur. Okay. And second one is the contraction and relaxation of diaphragm and external intercostal muscles regulate this process. It means that the inspiration and expiration, both the two processes are controlled by contraction and relaxation of two muscles. One is the diaphragm and second one is the external intercostal muscles. So now we have to know that what is diaphragm and what is external intercostal muscles and where these muscles are located. Suppose it's a roughly drawn diagram of a lungs. So in the lower part of the lungs there is a dome shaped or curved shaped বা bow-like bridge shaped a muscles is present. This is called diaphragm. This one is the diaphragm. Clear? And second one is the intercostal muscles. Now we know that our lung, both of the two lungs are located in the thoracic cavity and it is wrapped up like by a ribs. Just our like it looks like a lungs are kept in a cage-like structure. In between these rib bones, there are some muscles present like this. These are called the intercostal muscles, right? But intercostal muscles are of two types. One is the internal intercostal muscles and second one is the external intercostal muscles. If we see the zoomatic view of these two ribs, here there are two ribs. One muscle is this and one is this. So we can see that these muscles join to ribs externally. So it is called external intercostal muscles. And these two ribs are joined by these muscles, but internally they are connected. This is called internal intercostal muscles. So this one is the external intercostal muscles that join two ribs externally, while internal intercostal muscles join the two ribs internally. Contraction of these muscles regulate the inspiration expiration process, not these muscles. So one is the diaphragm, this one, and another one is the external intercostal muscles, right? So once again I repeat, number one point is that wherever there is a difference in pressure, means whenever there is a difference in pressure in lungs and in the atmosphere, then the inspiration expiration process may occur. And second one is the contraction of this diaphragm and contraction of these external intercostal muscles and relaxation of these muscles are the main criteria for happening the inspiration expiration process. So first, inspiration process. Inspiration process, it may take time about 2 minutes or duration is of 2 minutes. First, diaphragm contracts. Diaphragm contracts means diaphragm in this picture diaphragm is in normal position, means it is in relaxed position. When it contracts, it becomes straight like that. Okay, it becomes straight and there becomes some empty spaces also. Then what will happen? The lungs extend in size both of the lungs extends in size in anterior posteriorly. In this direction they extends. Okay, so diaphragm contracts means thoracic cavity increases. Just like that, if diaphragm contracts, the thoracic cavity increases, these spaces become open. What will happen? Volume of lungs or pulmonary cavity increases in size anterior posteriorly. Now, the external intercostal muscles contract. It means that if the external intercostal muscles contract, the ribs and the sternum also extends. When they extends, the thoracic cavity increases in size. As a result, the lungs become increase in this direction, means dorsoventral direction. They extend in size. Ultimately, due to the contraction of diaphragm, they increases anterior posteriorly, and due to the contraction of these muscles, they extends dorsoventrally. Ultimate result is that the volume of the lungs or the pulmonary cavity increases in size. Okay, now we know that volume is inversely proportional to pressure. Means when volume increase, pressure will be decreased, and when volume will decrease, pressure will be high. Here what will happen? Here the pressure within the lungs, here the pressure volume of the pulmonary cavity or volume of the lungs increases in size. That means that intrapulmonary pressure or the pressure within these lungs is lower than atmosphere. Why? Because volume of the lungs increases, and so here pressure is lower in comparatively than the atmospheric pressure. So atmospheric air directly enters into the lungs. So intrapulmonary pressure is less than the atmospheric pressure, and atmospheric air move into the lungs. Okay, now expiration. Expiration is the totally the opposite process of inspiration. First, relaxation of the diaphragm. Relaxation of diaphragm means here it is contracts, again it comes to its original position. When it comes to its original position, then what will happen? It creates a pressure to the lungs so that the volume of the lungs become again reduced or come to its original size, both of the lungs, because this straight line now become again curved, and it creates a pressure on the lungs, and the volume of the lungs or the pulmonary volume becomes reduced. Similarly, external intercostal muscles also relaxed. What will happen? Ribs and sternum comes to its normal position. This ribs sternum comes to its original position, means they also give pressure to the both of the lungs, and that both of the lungs again come to its original size. The ultimate result, what will happen? Ultimate result is that volume of the thoracic cavity reduces, and thereby volume of the lungs or the pulmonary cavity also decreases. Again we apply this formula. When volume is less or decreased, pressure will be high. Here the same thing occur. The volume is decreased, so here the pressure is in, so the pressure or intrapulmonary pressure is higher than the atmospheric pressure, and due to this higher pressure, air which is present in the lungs released out to the atmosphere, means expiration occur. These are the normal inspiration and expiration. But sometimes when we cough or do yoga practices or sneezed, anything, then we have to inspire or expire forcefully. Okay, this forceful inspiration or expiration occurs through the movement of some additional abdominal muscles. But normal inspiration expiration occurs through diaphragm and external intercostal muscles. But forceful inspiration expiration occurs through abdominal muscles movement. And second point is that healthy human being breathe 12 to 16 times per minute. You have to remember this.